Oh, hello there, Apple Bites. Yes, it is I, Written Writ Ralph, talking to you straight from our show here, Apple Bites. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? But no, I said Apple Bites. All right, and of course, I was going to bring that in, but I think I lost him for a minute. He'll be back. So I am coming on to talk to you guys about a couple of things that are happening, especially this Saturday. You have the Indie Art Show. Yes, you've heard me right. That's the Indie Art Show. That is Saturday, February 5th. You guys got to check it out. You got to rock it. It is amazing. We always have a blast. And this time it is, let me just pull that up over here. There goes Natasha. Hello, Natasha.
Yeah, I'm not liking this phone.
Having a little too much fun there, I see. I looked down. You were gone. I was like, oh, okay. I was just telling the audience that on Saturday is the Indie Art Show, and it is going to be here. Here we go.
It's in a brewery.
Exactly. It is in a brewery. It is the Indie Art Show at the Great South Bay Brewery, Saturday, February 5th, 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Free admission. You guys got to check this thing out. We always have fun at the Indie Art Show. It is always a blast. And you got to see this list of people who they have signed up to be there. You got Atramessar, Night and Day Anime, Game of Tunes, Lost for Toys, Counsel Yourself Soap, Devoted Saint Retro, Ray 8-Bit, James Barry, Megan Taylor Art, Lionel Sayers, Cauldron of Burgers, Mel Bell Rosart, Onji Kun, Art by a Camps, okay, OG Jenny Cosplays, and of course Shadow Rabbit. Yes, that's right. Shadow Rabbit's gonna be this Saturday. If you guys want to meet him in person, you guys can go check him out at this Indie Art Show. And if you want to see us and the rest of the Bit and Apple crazies, you can go to the Indie Art Show, and we should be there if I can figure out how to get there.
Yeah, I think so.
Andrew is here. It is at the Great South Bay Brewery this Saturday, February 5th, from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Hey, Andrew, what's up? How you doing? Andrew, of course, is going to be a guest of our show very soon, because he's going to be talking about some stuff that he's working on. And if you guys need some maps made, you guys really need to check out Andrew Frank Rodriguez, because he does amazing maps. And check out our interview with him from a couple of years ago. Yeah, before the pandemic.
Man, before the pandemic.
It sounds like ages ago now. It sounds like a long time ago now.
I mean, it's been 2 years.
Dude. So, dude, I hear you're playing the new Pokemon game. You know, tell the audience what you think so far, because, you know, I was surprised to hear how much you like it.
Bro, I barely told you that I liked it.
Dude, man. You gave like a half compliment, and I'm already like, woo, he hates everything. You know, I'm right.
All I'm going to say is Shen won't disagree with you.
Exactly. That's why when you loved Sonic, the Sonic movie, I was like, dude, this guy likes Sonic the movie. Whoa.
Did you ever see the Sonic movie?
I still haven't seen it. I'm going to have to like rent it or something, or like find it where it is now.
Yeah, we got Sonic 2 coming out soon.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. They got Knuckles and Shadow, right?
Knuckles, Tails, and Eggman make a return.
Ah, I thought Shadow was supposed to be in it.
No, I don't think so.
Interesting. Maybe I heard. Maybe I'm sharing something I shouldn't be sharing. So tell me.
I mean, you probably know the director.
Oh my God! Look,
So
Andrew's like, look, BC times before the pandemic. Sonic is okay.
before COVID.
That's how things are going to be from now on. Before COVID, after COVID. Knuckles is Idris Elba. Yeah, I heard that. Oh my God.
See, the voice acting is on point. It's just once you realize who's doing it, you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, you go, really? And I know that, and our pal oh, what's his face? Mr. Plastic Face did a great job as the villain.
Oh. I know
He's
who
the
you're
guy to
talking
do
about.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. I'm happy we don't have him on as a guest.
Yeah, but you know I'm terrible with names.
Oh, there you go. Adam Sandler. No, not Adam Sandler. That's even worse.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like.
Jim Carrey, the amazing
There
Jim
we
Carrey.
go.
Look, and Andrew's there to help us out. So, Andrew, are you gonna be heading off to this indie art show on Saturday? Because it sounds like I'm gonna be meeting up with a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while. And Nat, as we wait for Andrew to tell us, so go ahead. What do you think about this new game? I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of good. It's the first actual improvement on a Pokemon game. Like a quality improvement. This isn't just like Sword and Shield has an open field area that everybody's been asking for, but like the mapping's terrible. No, this is it's it's very hard to describe because it's a lot similar to like it's very I not to sound just generic, but when you think open world in the case of Nintendo,
Right.
most of the time people think of Breath of the Wild.
Right.
And it has that feeling of Breath of the Wild.
Zelda, yeah.
But in all honesty, the open world feels a lot more like Subnautica rather than Breath of the Wild.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's mostly because of the way how the environment interacts with you rather than you're just in an environment that happens to be there. So like you have certain Pokemon that are there that are completely passive and you could just walk through them, but then there are others that can like cross map you straight over to you and just knock you out.
Wow.
So in that sense, it's a lot more Subnautica than Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Like in all honesty, it feels a lot more like that. The only difference between the two would be like there's even a 3-dimensional aspect, but you need to get way further down into the game for that. Yeah, just as Andrew's saying, the separate biomes finally make sense, and they actually give the world it gives the world scale.
Oh, that's good.
Like it gives it a lot of scale that just playing through like the Gen 4 games is like, oh, this isn't that far, but once you put it into Legend, it's like these places are massive. Like you actually feel like it's big.
Okay, I got you. Feels
the
like
one thing that I would say though,
to roam and search, yeah.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that same coin, they turned the Sunny Shore city area effectively into its own like little biome area. And like this is just a small city that all of a sudden is now one of the larger open space areas, and it's like, well, if you could do that with this space, why don't you do that with the rest of them and make them bigger?
That's funny. And you know that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wait, you did it over here.
Yeah, like that. For me personally, I think that's more in terms of the consistency of doing it rather than because they only do that with that location. Everything else is roughly about the same in terms of like degree of space that you get to explore.
Mm-hmm.
What's also interesting is that playing it, you sort of see like the way how civilization progresses in the world,
Right.
or like how it was back then and then how it is now, to where you can actually pinpoint why certain towns came up in certain areas. Because as you're playing through the world, you're like, whoa, so this town came about because of this location. That makes complete sense.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
I think probably one of the best examples would be Orberg. Um, you've played Gen 4, Ralph, or no?
They haven't played what?
Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum.
I played a little bit of it. I can't say I played a lot of it.
Have you made it to the first gym leader then?
I don't remember, bro. I should tell you
um,
something.
so, just to put it into perspective, the first gym leader, like his city is a mining town,
Right.
and like most people will be like, "Oh, it's a mine city." It
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. They're looking for resources. But when you're playing through Legends, resources are very scarce. But then
Wow.
there in the first area, there's this little place called Orberg Tunnel. And I'll tell you right now, I went there to farm up materials because that place just had them all centralized there, and it makes sense why they're there.
Well, there you go. Now you're giving people pointers. Andrew says it's been a few years and this game's just crazy.
Yeah.
I can tell from
Yeah,
the
like just
from the way both of you are talking about this. It's just we're gonna have to talk a little bit more about this on Wednesday, especially to see how you guys have progressed.
Oh, I'm very close to beating the game right now.
Damn, boy. Oh, let me say this. The Indie Art Show has a cosplay contest. So get your costumes out there to the Great South Bay Brewery. And you might win something special, something like really, really exclusive.
Do I want to cosplay? It's
I don't know.
cold.
This should be really interesting. I don't think wow, one of the last cons we went to was the Indie Art Show right before the pandemic locked us up. Yeah, that's one of the last ones we did. I think that and PowCon. I think it was PowCon. Was it PowCon? All I
What
remember was that
before?
when I was there, that's when I heard that that basketball legend had crashed in the helicopter.
Oh, you're talking about last time we were there.
Yeah, it was right before the pandemic.
No, that was Toy Fair right before the pandemic.
Oh, it was three things that happened right before the pandemic. It was Toy Fair, it was the Indie Art Show, and it was another convention, and then everything fell apart. Oh yeah, right. You're right. PowCon and WinterCon are coming here in January, and Garden State Comic Fest will be happening the same weekend as the Indie Art Show. So you guys should head off to the Indie Art Show on Saturday, and then on Sunday do Garden State Comic Fest, because that's what I'm trying to do. But I have to say sadly that Lou's car has had a fatality.
Fatality.
Yeah, it was totaled, so Lou doesn't have his car, and he probably won't have a car for a month.
For anyone who doesn't really understand, basically, if you remember Street Fighter where you have to beat up the car, that kind of happened to his car. Like literally, not another car coming. Someone went up and just started beating it down to where it looked like the car in the dock.
I was gonna say, he told you. Oh my God, poor Lou. Lou, we send our blessings and our condolences. I know the card meant a lot to you.
It meant a lot to me
Us
too.
too. Yeah, so Saturday's gonna be interesting. It looks like we're gonna try to hit the Long Island Railroad and see how we get up there.
Also, we are
I already
confirmed.
looked it up, and it's like Long Island Railroad to a certain stop, and then we got to catch the 41 bus to the brewery.
Well, if we could get over to the stop, we could just ask Blue.
Hey, look, Hadouken. Well, if we're gonna, well, yeah, it starts at 1 o'clock, so I guess we could meet up with Lou a little earlier than usual.
Yeah, we could talk about it more later.
Yeah. As you can see, we're planning this trip out there. So, and if you're going, you might as well go and cosplay and try to win the contest. These contests are always great at the Indie Art Show, and it's always a blast and a lot of fun.
But it's gonna be cold.
Yes, it is. That's why you decide to do a cosplay. There's one. I'm gonna be Nanook from the north. I'm always Nanook from the north.
It's gonna be the bitten
furry.
apple cameraman. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh man, that's a great cosplay. The Bitten Apple cameraman. That
Yeah.
reminds me. I should charge the batteries. Oh my
No,
god.
just getting it copyrighted. Just getting that character copyrighted, man.
Dude. Oh, and I've been working slowly and surely on our Let's Write a Story Together. It's coming along interestingly. Some other people have asked to like do certain things in this, and it's getting interesting. So besides the fact that we have Madeline Janelle, who's going to help us out with some of the art, I've been hit up by another writer, and I've been hit up by another by actually Pete, who wants to do the sentient space possum. I'm not sure if he's still doing it, but he was asking about wanting to do it. So I guess we'll see what happens.
All right.
Yeah. So this is
What other weirdness has been added in?
Oh, right now I'm just trying to work it so it makes sense. And we kind of put most of it together the last Wednesday after we found out what was going on. So right now the way it looks like is that you got the pirate who is the immortal who's stuck at a certain point from when he became immortal. He has this crew of pirate cat girls that he's probably created himself. One of them has gone rogue and is out there. The keeper of the cats holds a grudge against the pirate, and she's trying to stop him with her army of dead cats. Or her army of cat people. The MacGuffin is what everyone is searching for, and it's most likely is some kind of portal type thing, void jump, where it leads you to another land. Let's see what else we got here. The huge ship above the clouds has been there for eons, sending people down to find the secret. The planet is sentient, and within lies the energy to go anywhere. The temples of the feline are gateways to other lands. Each temple
they got names now. Nice.
Each temple reactivated releases energy opening gateways. The fairy detective and her partner, the chameleon, and the corgi are peacekeepers in the land. And the sentient space possum is found trapped in an old ship that is being absorbed by the planet by the runaway rogue cat girl. And that's where we are right now.
Interesting.
And you can see it's all forming and coming together as a story. I'm hoping by Wednesday, I might even have like an opening. So we'll see what happens.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, I was really excited the way everything came together, and as you can see, a lot of it is all the ideas we were throwing in there.
Yeah,
that made me even more excited because I wanted to make sure that everybody's bits and pieces were in there. And the person that reached out to me wanted to do the Bronx statue of a homeless man.
Yeah,
that's what they wanted to hit.
All right.
So
you got multiple writers.
I want to see what that writer does with it.
Okay.
It should be really interesting. I already have an idea for the statue itself. Um, because the way it was Pops. He wrote it in a certain way. He's the one that gave me the idea.
All right.
Because every time we do let's write a story together, he always throws in some amazing ideas. It took me
Listen, man,
to realize
I'm just
that
here for the ride.
you heard? Because
Which part?
he sent me a message on Instagram, and it's not his regular name.
Interesting.
I was like, wait, what? Oh, I know who you are.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But it's funny because it fits right into the especially if we're looking at the temples and the portals, then this statue is a portal to another place. The only difference with the statue is that it takes you somewhere where you should be, but it doesn't necessarily benefit you. It may benefit somebody
Oh.
else. It may not benefit anybody.
Oh.
So it's an interesting concept to like throw in there, and it kind of fits into the full story. So, and that's what I'm liking, is that everything's coming together and fitting in like Lego pieces.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next. Oh man. And I think that's everything. The Indie Art Show, Garden State Comic Fest. Let's write a story together. A little bit about Pokemon Arceus. It's funny because in Pokemon Go, they were wondering whether you release Arceus into Pokemon Go, and they've been talking back and forth about it, and I don't think they're ready to release it. At least not anytime soon.
Mm.
You haven't played Pokemon Go in a while, right?
Yeah, no. No phone that can really handle it.
Yeah,
Plus,
I
I
know.
don't have unlimited data.
It's a guzzler. I don't think Shadow's
Yeah,
played it in a
basically.
while either. But I think that's because Shadow got pissed off at the game.
I'll say this though: Legends makes Go feel very irrelevant for a while.
That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing a lot of people say that the Legends is the game that everybody's been waiting for, like you said, and it's just much better than Pokemon Go itself.
Better than most of the entire series as a whole.
That says a lot.
Like the sheer amount of lore that's in this. And like there's a lot of subtle lore that if you've played the other games, you already know. So like you start connecting pieces and it makes certain villains like become a lot scarier the more you look into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whoa.
It sounds like a whole
just the
different game, man.
Just the Gen 4 main villain automatically becomes entirely scarier the deeper into the game you go.
Yeah, because I can't say I've ever been scared about playing a Pokemon game.
Oh, and you want to know what's actually really cool about this game? You will actually get scared of Pokemon.
Wow. I wonder
There
if that's
are
why the
some
guy
that you
created that
really want to get away from.
Dude, there was this guy who created a first-person shooter with Pokemons.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so I saw it recently, and I'm like, well, this is probably why he created it. And he got scared by Arceus, and he's like, I gotta shoot these guys.
Oh no! I'm not talking about Arceus. I'm talking about like the basic guys.
That's even worse. And no wonder he created the first-person shooter. Oh man, I can't wait to check it out.
I think probably the best part is that they actually don't shy away from death. Like death is an actual concept in the game.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And you have to, let's just say there's some Pokemon Dex entries that's like, oh, this is real.
Damn, this is a completely different game. This is your father's. Wait, there you go. This is your father's Pokemon. Wait, that'd be me. Wait a minute. I've been playing the game that long. Damn. I don't even think people know what a Game Boy is anymore.
Game Boy SP, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced.
Yeah, the last one is what? The last one is still out. It's still supporting it, right? What is it? The Game Boy? No, it's not the Game Boy. It's the Game Boy.
What are you talking about? The
The last,
DS?
there you go, the DS, dual screen. It was called the Game Boy DS.
Wasn't the
Not
Game
the
Boy.
Nintendo DS.
It was the Nintendo DS.
Dude, believe me. A lot of the names they had were interesting.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Okay. The Switch, though, I feel like it's made the whole all their handheld just like pointless.
I mean, that was the goal, to like combine the console and the handhelds together.
Exactly. And they've
I
done a
mean,
great
that's what
job
the
with it.
Wii
Yeah.
U was supposed to be, but nobody bought the Wii U.
I think because it was connected to the Wii. It was a
No,
good
it wasn't a good system in general.
That's what I'm saying. It was a good concept. It was connected to the Wii.
It was
I
a
think
good
they
concept,
wanted
but it
to like
wasn't good.
continue. Huh?
It wasn't good at all.
Oh no, the system wasn't good. I can tell you that. It was a good concept, but it wasn't good. That's because they tried to stay
Yeah.
with the Wii instead of like moving forward like they should have.
No, just the hardware itself was.
I know I didn't buy it. I got my Wii, and when that whole thing came out, I was like, I'm not going in this direction.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Wii. The Wii was a blast.
Oh yeah, no, the Wii was fun.
Yeah. And it's funny because I just recently saw that they released my boxing game again now on the Switch. I'm like, ooh. And I was like, I could get it again. That shit helped me work out the first time. My
If
arms were like,
someone could
oh.
pass a message over to Nintendo,
Mm-hmm.
just bring Wii Sports Resort to the Switch, but call it Switch Sports Resort.
I'm surprised they haven't because the Wii Sports Resorts that I remember that thing. My arms are hurting for days when I was playing.
It's because you don't got the Wii, you don't got the Mii's. There we go.
Well, wait, but I thought
Mii's are gone.
the Mii's are in the Switch.
Kind of, but not in the degree that they used to be. Like even in the 3DS.
That's true. Okay, you're right. Yeah, it's a little different. Before there were more you, but I think they're trying to go back in that direction because that's what I've been looking at with some of the new Switch stuff coming out. You know, that they're trying to go back into the Mii's.
Yeah. I'll believe it once we can actually customize our icons to whatever we want.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I guess we'll see what happens with Nintendo, but they're really, there's a rumor already that they're moving on to the next system. I guess we'll see what happens. But again, it's a rumor.
It's not soon. No, it's right on track with them, but
yeah, I agree with you. It's not soon, but I'm already hearing the murmuring. I still disagree with the fact that both Xbox and PlayStation released their systems. So I think those two systems were released way too soon, as we can see from the PS5, because they don't even have any PS5s out there. I think they just recently.
PS5 is a matter of supply and demand.
Exactly. Well, that's the whole point. If you didn't have, well, no, technically speaking, the reason why they're having a lot of issues is because of the pandemic. One of the reasons.
Yeah, one of them.
Because they were already having issues before the pandemic.
Yeah. I think that's fair to say, but
yeah. Xbox, I'm not even sure what the hell's going on over there. Yeah. I haven't heard like anything major from them in like a while. Is their system doing well?
Which one?
The new.
It just like cut out right there.
Oh, is their system doing better? Because they both released and both of them seem to not be doing well at all.
It's selling more units, but that's mostly because it's able to be made mostly here.
That's true. And you can't find the PS5 at the moment.
It's still hitting that same supply chain, but it doesn't have the extreme demand that the PS5 does.
Yeah, that's been like
So,
a huge demand for like 2 years now.
but then Microsoft isn't necessarily looking at consoles as a whole anymore. Now they're looking to make the whole thing as a service, which is something they've been announcing since 15.
Well, that makes sense because they've been very good at the whole behind the scenes. Their online is fantastic. I know PlayStation has moved forward better than it was before, but it's still not as good as the Xbox online.
Oh, it's still the same as how it was back in PS2.
Well, you know, they think they move forward. Oh my god!
Or
I guess
rather,
we'll see what
PS3
happens.
days.
Yeah, we won't see what happens
Yeah,
until we get past this pandemic. That's what I feel like. 'Cause right now, everything's stuck.
I mean, I
Especially
guess.
with all the supply issues. Dude, man, our comics are coming in late now because there's not enough paper.
Yeah.
That's not good. That
To be
reminds me.
fair, though,
Uh-huh.
they could make less comics so that they can print more of the ones that they're going to release,
That would be
if you know what I mean.
that would be an interesting way to go. I don't think they want to do
Like,
that though.
dial back the amount of series you're trying to release every week.
Yeah, I don't think they'll go in that direction. They're gonna have to do
I don't
something
think
though.
so, but it will certainly work, and you
Yeah,
probably might get better quality content.
that does remind me that I should head off to Royal Collectibles, which we haven't been there in a while, because I needed to pick up some things that I asked them to hold for me. Gin Hunter, because I've been trying to get a couple of them together so I can do a good review.
All right.
I guess we'll see what happens. We might be able to even do it on Saturday, depending.
Okay.
We shall see," said the blind man. But he never saw. So what the heck? All right. So have we forgotten anything?
No, I think that was it.
Yep, I think we've hit all the notes. Join us on Wednesday as we continue our ongoing Let's Write a Story Together and see where this goes next, because I'm excited to see where it goes. I know you guys have to be excited. And this is your story, so let's see what we do with it. I'm pretty happy of where I have it right now. I want to see where it goes from here to there. And I want to see what other people are doing with this. Hopefully, they'll have things ready by Wednesday. On Wednesday as well, we will be talking to the usual suspects, Shadow Rabbit and Roaming Tony, and our Nat, not the intern, who's with us right now, calling himself Natasha.
I don't think we can keep calling Tony roaming.
He's roaming. Well,
He's been too
now he has a better
consistent.
connection on the show, but
He's
they
been
still
too
gotta find him.
consistent, Ralph. Too
They still gotta
consistent.
find him at the conventions. You know how difficult it is to get to get together with Tony in the convention. Because he's
I
always
don't.
at the
I
panels or
think
on other
after
different
this,
places.
he's going to be a lot more present.
Well, that's
We're
because
going to
people
see
now
him a
know what
lot
he
more.
looks
He
like, and
might
they're gonna
even
go get
join
him.
into the videos, Ralph.
You heard? That's because people know what he looks like, and they're gonna go find him.
Listen, Ralph. He might just show up in a video. You never know. He might even do an interview.
I guess we'll see what happens. He's good. As you can see, if you
Mm-hmm.
guys look for yourself on Wednesdays, and check us out on the Written Writ Late Right, where we just talk poetically, or wax poetically, or talk geekically, or, well, whatever. All right, so let's see. Yes, join us Wednesday. Join us Saturday at the Indie ArtShow. And make sure to, if you want to win this contest, do your cosplay and see where you go with it. And I believe me, you'll be happy with what you get if you win. That, and it's in a brewery. Dude. So if you guys want to see us, we will be at the Indie Art Show on Saturday. And of course, we are here every Wednesday as the Late Right. And of course, you have Apple Bites, which is today, Monday. We were a little late today because things went kind of south. On
I live
Wednesday,
in the north.
I think on Wednesday we might have Madeline, Janelle, and Pete from Fat Guy Inc. So that should be interesting.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, because Madeline's going to show up to see where we are, and we'll talk to her a little bit about what her part of it's going to be, and she might talk also about her project that she's doing right now that I'm a part of, called Portals, which is an interesting collab with a bunch of different creators. Yeah, there's a lot happening, people. You need to stay on top of it. And of course, you'll hear from Matt on where he's going with Pokemon. Because I'm
this is an impromptu review of a game that I'm not finished with yet.
Hey, you say you might be finished.
I'm close.
I guess we'll see what happens. Any last words, Mr. Nathaniel? Or Nathan? Or Nat? Or Natasha?
Can we just finish it a lot sooner so I can get back to finishing the game for this apparent review that I need to do on Wednesday?
That's what we're doing. We're ending right now.
Okay, so that's it. That's my final words. Let's go.
With that, my friends, I will. No, you know what? We'll just leave, and the theme song will do its thing. See you Wednesday, guys.
Bye.